Hey, Jake with B&H. Today I'm hanging out with cinematographer and dear friend Mark Raker as we play with Litepanels' new Gemini. Today we're focusing on mood, and right now it's dystopian future, hence the outfit. Mark's going to be taking me through the features and tools that make up the Gemini life. The key word here is flexibility, so let's see what these guys can do. Talk to me about the goal today. What were we trying to achieve with our Gemini lights today?
We were trying to show all of the features, and they have 4 different modes. We could spend a week shooting all the different variables on these things. So we showed the CCT mode, which gives you those, very clean, from daylight to tungsten balance, with also an added component of being able to sway towards a magenta or a green, which is important when you're matching to other manufacturers' equipment or older equipment, particularly like old fluorescents or old LEDs that had a strong green component, that you could dial it in to match that stuff. Then we looked at the hue, saturation, and intensity mode, the HSI mode, that allowed us to call up any color on the color wheel at any saturation level, at any brightness. We're in the hue, saturation, and intensity mode, and we have our hue set at 10 degrees on the color wheel, which is this deep amber, 100% saturation, and this unit is dimmed down to 25%. Our key is at 100%, but otherwise the same settings. As an alternate, I was going to switch into one of our daylight presets to give us some color contrast. I'm gonna dim down. I love this. You can dim this down to 0.1% without changing the color. So now we've got amber front light with this blue kicker. Then we used the gel presets. Our key light right now is chocolate, which is a great gel. It used to be, you couldn't shoot a commercial without chocolate a couple of years ago. That's a very subtle color. I've never seen an LED panel do that before.
So far I'm very impressed.
So am I.
Yeah.
In the future, it'll simply be a matter of downloading more colors, putting them on a USB thumb drive, and then there's a USB port right in here. Same way you do the firmware updates. So this is cycling through. So we've got gel mode going on with our key light. Our little rim light is some daylight blue, and then our set light is lit with our hue saturation mode with, on the color wheel, it's 10 degrees on the color wheel, which is that sort of deep amber. There's an LCD panel that tells you what each knob does in every mode.
Explain to me how vital a light like this is to have on set.
The thing for me is that you can do these same effects with other instruments, but you're gonna need dimmers, or you're gonna need effects boxes, or you're gonna need a truckload of gel. The way you adjust brightness on incandescent instruments is in very large steps, so it was always either a little too bright or a little too dark, but you just lived with it. So being able to dial this in exactly, and to be able to change the color based on the exposure in the camera also, since exposure changes color saturation, so you can dial the saturation up and down depending on what the exposure is in the camera. So you never have to compromise. You never have to say, well, that's close enough because we gotta go, I'll just go. So it allows me to get it just exactly where it is. So our backlight is the emergency effects light, set to red and blue at 3 pulses each, and our front light is at 1%. So it's just a tiny little glow in the eye right now. And it's just that little highlight in the eyes. Kind of thing we used to have to do with an Inky with 10 sheets of diffusion in front of it just to get a little glow. So we're looking at the fireworks mode. It's set for 12 different colors. It's set for medium decay. Our flashes, the way they disappear. We'll give him a little campfire moonlight. It's amazing now. So I've got this dialed down to 1% now.
Wow, it's still got a pretty good output. It's a fire. It's a fire now. I'm very cold.
You want the lightning to be short and overexposed. So it has a bump feature on it, so that when I push the button and hold the button, it does its cycle as long as I hold down the button and stops as soon as I let go. So I can cue this. This is when you need the remote app, so you're not standing here pushing the button. Paparazzi, I actually really like the paparazzi effect. I have used it on fashion stuff. So we will get this to be obnoxious.
No pictures right now, please. This is an open investigation. Please back. I need you to back up as far as you can. Thank you.
And then the TV monitor, very nice because it's quite controllable. People have this mistaken idea that televisions or movie screens should just be like flickering, and they don't flicker.
Right.
You just see a change in brightness from shot to shot. This is Party Light's 12 colors set at about a 95% rate. So it's pretty rapid rate.
Quietly. He's gonna get a drink at the bar soon, I think.
I have to say I'm really loving the Gemini. I've had the chance to use them on several commercial campaigns now, and the fact that you can go from 100% brightness down to 0.1% brightness, that you can create any color on the color wheel. You can store gel colors in it. You can save presets that come from the factory with all the standard daylight color temperatures. You can save your own presets so you can find them later, so your crew doesn't have to go fumbling around for them. That it's got all the effects now built in. I love them. I have them on set every day now. I never shoot without them.
Mark, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for helping us out with the Litepanels Gemini. Thanks for watching. It's Jake with B&H. Just keep shooting.